Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Jacob Wyatt Barney. I am the Secretary of UNLV NESB for spring 2020. I'm going to be showing you guys a few features of this lovely application called Google Meet. If you've ever used Google Hangouts, Zoom, if you've ever used WebEx, this application is very similar to that. And because we are of the UNLV student domain, we have access to this application for free. Okay, so this is what the website looks like. The URL is meet.google.com. Okay, so the first things first, I'm going to go ahead and initiate a meeting. What do I want to call this meeting? I would like to call this meeting walkthrough. Alright, there we go. So this is the screen they'll show you just to make sure you look presentable before you enter into your meeting. You can mute your microphone if you don't want anybody to hear what's going on in your background before you enter the meeting, or you can turn off your camera. Okay. I'm going to join the meeting. No one else is in the meeting because I just created it. Okay. This is some good information. If students are within the UNLV domain, they can input this this line of text here, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. The meeting code, meeting nickname, excuse me. And then if that doesn't work, if they're not of the University Nevada, Las Vegas domain, they can copy this link, or we can share this link with them, and they can join just fine, or they can dial this number and have audio to the meeting. Okay, so I'm going to, I guess they have this special pin. You might dial and then they ask you what the pin is to join the meeting. I'm not sure. But this is much more secure than Zoom, which recently got hacked and discovered that it had a lot of backdoors, allow people to access your information without your consent. Okay, so this is a separate desktop that I have open with a separate browser, and this one is not signed in to anything. So I need a meeting code. If you remember, I can't input the meeting code because I'm not of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas domain, so I have to use the link. Here's the link to access my camera and microphone. I'm going to allow that. Okay, I don't want the camera and microphone to be on because I don't want a bunch of echoes to be going on. Turn those off. I mean, I'll keep, cam isn't really necessary, but my name will be Johnny Simon. I'm going to ask to join. Okay, I'm going to go to my other page. Johnny Simon would like to join. He's not verified because he's not at the UNLV domain. I'm going to admit Johnny Simon. Johnny Simon is in. I'm going to mute myself because I can hear myself speak. I don't want to have that going on while I'm presenting this walkthrough. Okay, so this is Johnny Simon. I mean, I guess I can turn Johnny Simon's webcam on so you can see what he sees. Like, he sees me. This is the other one that is broadcasting the face. This one is mine. That is logged in, but Johnny Simon's not logged in. If he'd like to show his face, he can. This is you. Well, this is really Johnny Simon. So let me go to the other one. And this is Johnny Simon. Hi, Johnny Simon. Alright. So I'm just let Johnny Simon stop video recording. A few other features, my bad. Okay. A few other features include you can record your meetings. You could change the layout of your meeting. Let's try that. We can have everybody's face over here, like all the people who are in the meeting. Or you can have just, I guess, just the, I'm not really sure what this one does. I guess it was what we had previously. change the layout one more time. Just tilt it. I guess it'd be better if we had more people in the meeting so we can see how this changes the format. I'm just going to change it to auto. I'm going to turn on captions. You can turn on captions if your people, the students or faculty that are in your meeting, are not able to have their sound on at the moment. You can just turn on captions, and Google will auto-generate captions for you, similar to how they do it with YouTube. It should, at least. Captions have been turned on. Okay, there we go. So in a moment you'll see a few pieces of text popping up here. They should. Oh, I'm muted, pardon me. So now you should see a few bits of text popping up right here. There you go. Turn off captions for the moment. Mute my microphone so I don't hear my own echo. Once again, this is where you find that information to share. I advise that we just copy this meeting information and post it into our newsletters. And the primary feature I was talking to you guys about for the third Strong Body meeting that will be virtual is the Present Now feature. So let's say I was Alula and I wanted to present a presentation. I have this set of tabs over here in a separate window. That's intentional. So I'm going to start presenting. I don't want to present my entire screen because I don't want this people in the meeting to see everything on the screen. I might have something that I don't want them to see, should never have this, but I guess maybe like a bunch of passwords over here. Or if I was a teacher, I might have some grades on this side of the screen. I might have Infinite Campus on this side of the screen, and on this side of the screen I would be presenting a lecture. Okay, so I'm going to present a window. I want it to be this window over here, so I'm going to select that window. Start sharing that window. Okay, so I'm now presenting my screen. This screen specifically, this window is the only thing they will see. I will confirm with Johnny Simon's view. This is what Johnny Simon sees. That person that's not logged in, that person that's also in the meeting, this is what they see. Paul Jacob Barney is presenting. Yes, I am. Okay. Let me go back. Messed up again. Here we go. So, I'm presenting. Okay. This is just for you guys to know that this is a walkthrough. Let me go all the way back to the first slide. Okay. So, I will present this presentation on how the Fall Regional Conference went from last year. A few pics lit. Okay. Not what I meant to click, but okay. So presentation concluded. I can go to the next slide, not the next slide, the next tab. One thing is you should always have your tabs organized in order, so you can just click from one to another. You don't have to go over here and search something up. But if you were to have to do that, that is the best way to do it. It would be much better if you did it over here than over here. Like if I wanted to search up apples. I didn't want the kids to see that I was searching up apples. I would search up apples over here, and although they can see apples, because it's on my screen. If I go take apples over here, they can no longer see apples. They see what's on that left hand side window, okay? But eventually, if I wanted to show them the apples, let's say, I could drag it from that tab, like that window, to this window, and they can see apples again. Okay. So that's that. So I would go through, let's say, this cybersecurity workshop from Palo Alto Networks. Okay. So I would explain to them what all these notes were, go in a bit more depth than the notes do. I would go to the next one. This is our e-board meeting that we had today. It was virtual. We'll go through that. Okay, I would explain things over again. Okay. This is our lovely calendar. Has everything that we need to know and our members need to know all in one place for them. Had to flex on y'all with my Duolingo. It's been a hot minute, not gonna lie. But I did practice, got that 1-day streak going. Okay. Like this would be an example of a tab you might not want your students to see because it's not at all related to the other ones. Okay. So that is really the bulk of it. So let's say I was Johnny and I wanted to communicate with the professor or the host of the meeting. I can go over here. Okay. There's this lovely chat tab. Let's say, hey, Professor Barney, I believe your microphone is muted. I cannot hear you. Oh, someone just messaged me, or someone just used the chat. Okay, one item in the chat. It appears my microphone is muted. Microphone no longer muted. Problem solved. Okay. Now let's say I wanted to stop presenting. I had concluded my election speech, my election presentation. I was done with my presentation. I want the next guy to go. Stop presenting. Okay. Now I'm going to move this over here. Okay, I'm going to shift. So I'm going to stop broadcasting my face. Allow Johnny to start broadcasting his face. And I said this was an amazing application because multiple people can present, not at once, but once one person stops presenting, another person can start presenting. So if this was like an actual business setting, you might have your architect that's displaying one thing, your civil engineer that comes after him displaying another thing, and your electrical engineer that comes after the civil, and they would all be able to do what I did. They would all be able to present now. I don't know why it's entire screen. It's possible that you might have to have all of your windows open in the same browser. So like all Safari or all Chrome, because it worked with Chrome. I don't know what the issue is here. So I'd have to broadcast my entire screen, I'm afraid. Yeah, observe my entire screen. I allow that in this instance. So what Paul Jacob Barney would see is this entire screen. Ooh. Oh, wow. You see, this is not the best because we would just want a window so I don't go into this infinite vortex. Because if I'm broadcasting my screen, then that's the whole screen. Rather than just this single window if this was the window that I decided to broadcast. Okay. So that just about wraps it up. I wanted to show you guys that I could just start presenting. I guess I could if I do. I'm gonna go to let's go to driving school. Okay. If I wanted to teach you guys about driving school, stop presenting. Wow. That's bizarre. I thought it would let me decide which window I wanted to present from. That might just be a Chrome feature. I am not entirely sure on why that is, and I can't record either. Interesting. It might be because I'm not in the domain. I don't know just yet. I guess I should have explored that prior to the meeting. But that just about concludes all that I was going to show you guys. So just a quick rundown again. Just going to drag this back. And I don't think you can, I don't know if it's possible for me to kick people out of this thing. Remove. Looks like I can remove people who are being obnoxious. Okay. and I can mute someone just fine. Wow, this is great. So if someone joins the meeting and they didn't read our little memo about joining the meeting with your microphone muted, then we can just go ahead and mute it for them. Cool. Or I can just go ahead and remove that individual. Okay, stop broadcasting. Start broadcasting. There's me again in that corner. Okay. So as I said, present now, present window, specific window that I'd like to present. This is the one I'd like to present. I'd have my slideshow ready. All these slides in this window should be ready, so you can just blast through them. No delays. Everything runs smoothly. You're not showing anything you don't want to show. Okay, this is what the people would see because this is the only window that I allow them to see. I have it in present viewer rather than full screen, because on full screen, if I'm the presenter and I want to see the chat, I won't be able to see the chat, but I could go full screen like this, and the students and the viewers would see this whole screen because it is within the window. So exit out of that, turn to present viewer. Okay, and then I want to stop presenting, turn on captions. I can get this essential information that we'd like. Google Calendar attachment show up here. I don't know what this is all about. I will try to investigate and get back to you guys on that. Okay. Use phone for audio. Interesting. Record the meeting. Use the chat. Kick people out if they're being obnoxious. Add people, invite people, yada yada. Okay. I think I've covered all the bases just about twice. One final thing is you want to not use this minimize feature. Because if you minimize it, students can't see it anymore because it's kind of like, let's say this is like private. So they can't see that anymore. They see nothing. But once I take it out of minimization, they're able to see it again. So, Nesby and whoever else might be viewing this presentation, I thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I hope you learned something during this presentation, and I plan on interacting with you guys soon. So I end the call. Lovely service. And when I end the call, it actually doesn't kick Johnny out of the call. That's one last thing. And you can actually join the same meeting right back if you accidentally leave. So I think I can join walkthrough again. Nobody's got to be in it because I just let Johnny leave it, but yeah, Johnny, I believe, is left already. But this would be the same one that I just had going. And I do it all again. So I think if I choose present, I don't think anybody else can present. I see like this has a lot less features than the other one. So I just like, I'm going into join and then using the present feature rather than the other way around. Okay guys, that sums it all up. Thank you again for your time. Hope you guys stay safe. Have a lovely, for me it's kind of 1 o'clock, but it is what it is. Peace out, folks. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace.